So I think everybody should have one of these in their emergency gear or in your vehicle. So it's a all-in-one emergency weather radio, AM, FM, shortwave with a light and charger. So multiple uses. Right now what you can hear is a bit of NOAA weather reporting, so it looks like on channel 3. So I'll just turn that volume down a bit. So what you can do with this, so immediately you have a flashlight, okay, you have a solar panel on the top, which is enough to charge. There's actually two sets of batteries in here. One is the onboard battery, and the other one is a set of three AAA alkaline, and the onboard batteries underneath that. So what you can do with this, one, if you just leave this somewhere where it's getting sunlight or even bright room lighting, that's probably enough to keep those batteries charged. Or you can crank to charge the onboard batteries. Alright, so you've always got them. No matter what, you've always got some sort of emergency lighting and radio, when you have the ability to charge from solar or crank. The other thing you can do with the crank, you can plug in a USB and then plug that into your phone or GPS or whatever else you're using that you need to put a bit more power in. You can actually use this to charge it, and all you do with that, you turn that to charge and you just crank. Alright, and that's it's going to take you a very long time, but that's going to, in an emergency, charge up your cell phone if you need your cell phone, or charge up something else. Unfortunately, according to the instructions, the solar panel is not big enough or strong enough to charge your phone. So the solar panel will charge the internal battery, but it will not charge your phone. Alright, that selector there, that goes from the AAA alkaline to the onboard battery, and this is your band selector. So you've got off, FM, AM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2, NOAA weather, and I'm pretty sure that's the NOAA weather alert. So that, while it's in the alert mode, shouldn't be using anywhere near as much power, but at some point, if there is something important, that will open up and you will hear the alert come through the radio. So that's pretty handy. Just your volume control, tuning on the side. Now, most radio, seems like most radio that's going on now all seems to be through FM. There's definitely still AM going on. There's definitely still shortwave, but FM gives a clearer signal, so it's good for music, and you get less static. When you're driving along in your car, you get less static on an FM station than an AM station. However, your AM and your shortwave gives you the opportunity to listen to stations literally from across the world. Now, it depends on the weather a bit, and the audio may not be as clear as what you're used to with FM, but there is times when the ability to listen to faraway stations is pretty important. I can imagine maybe down, what's the last one, New Orleans, for example. I don't know if there was any local FM stations still functioning. However, there still would have been AM stations going, and you would have been able to listen to that, because of the ability of AM and shortwave to bounce off the atmosphere and travel hundreds of miles. So I think about the maximum range on FM in this area, because FM is line of sight, about the maximum range here is about 50 miles. Then you're going to get into hills and other, hills, valleys, whatever. That's going to start cutting out the signal. So anyway, that's an easy way to remember it. FM's line of sight. It's clearer, but it doesn't go as far. All right. AM and shortwave, not as clear, but it can, literally, transmit around the world. And that's kind of what I'm looking for this. I wanted an emergency radio that would always be working. So batteries are some sort of always ready with it, and I wanted it, for the weather, but also for the long distance news. So I've got another shortwave receiver. Actually, I've got a few other shortwave receivers, but this is one cheapie I picked up, and I really like this radio, but mostly I use it because it's actually Bluetooth connected. It's Bluetooth connected as well, so I use it as a speaker. But I do like it. It's got AM, FM, and multiple shortwave bands. It's actually got more shortwave bands than this one. So I call it a world receiver.